Welcome to Hot News Network. We bring you the latest celebrity, sports, business, and financial news. Let's get going with the hot news for today.
Former Proud Boys chairman Henry Enrique Tarrio and 3 other leaders of the far-right extremist group were found guilty Thursday of seditious conspiracy in the January 6, 2021, attack on the U.S. Capitol. A jury deliberated for 7 days in Washington before finding Tarrio, 39, and other defendants guilty on 31 of 46 counts. The jury returned not guilty verdicts on 5 counts, including acquitting 1 member, Dominic Pezzola, of seditious conspiracy and hung on 10 others. The result marked the 3rd decisive victory for the Justice Department in 3 seditious conspiracy trials held after what it called a historic act of domestic terrorism to prevent the peaceful transfer of power from Donald Trump to Joe Biden after the 2020 presidential election. Tarrio, dressed in blue suit and vest, gazed at his relatives in the courtroom gallery the verdict was read. The other men fixed their eyes on the jury foreman, and one gently clapped Pezzola on the back when his acquittal was read. "If the worst happens, we're standing on principle," Tarrio said in a jail call shared on social media after closing arguments April 25, making his first extended public comments since his March 2022 indictment. Tarrio did not testify at trial, but he contradicted his defense team's argument to jurors that he was being made a scapegoat for Donald Trump and those in power. Instead, Tarrio embraced hardline Trump backers' claims that he was being used as the next stepping stone to get to Trump, who is running again for president. "They're trying to get to the top and they are trying to manipulate the 2024 election," he said in the jail call. U.S. District Judge Timothy J. Kelly told the parties that he expected to set sentencing in August. Legal analysts said the convictions on the historically rare and politically weighty crime of seditious conspiracy sent a necessary signal of deterrence to anyone who might seek to repeat or draw inspiration from that day's political violence. The verdict also could carry implications for the former president. Special counsel Jack Smith is investigating whether Trump or those around him broke the law in seeking to hold on to power by fanning false and incendiary claims that the election was stolen, pressuring state and federal officials to assist the effort, and sending thousands of supporters who heard him speak at a January 6 rally to march to the Capitol. The verdict empowers the special counsel to bring indictments for the efforts to overturn the election, said New York University law professor Ryan Goodman. It underscores the enormous stakes in mobilizing Americans to believe the big lie and directing an armed crowd to interfere with the congressional proceedings. The convictions mark a milestone on the journey to accountability for the perpetrators of the Capitol attack, showing that political violence and attacks on our democratic institutions will be taken seriously by our justice system and will not be tolerated by the American people, said Lindsay Schubiner, Director of Programs at Western State Center, a Portland-based civil rights group that monitors anti-democracy movements nationwide. Over nearly 15 weeks of proceedings, prosecutors alleged that the Proud Boys on trial saw themselves as Trump's army. Inspired by his directive to stand by during a September 2020 presidential debate and mobilized by his December 2020 call for a wild protest, prosecutors said the men sought to keep Trump in power through violence on the day that Congress met to certify the presidential election results. Both Tarrio and Rhodes were accused of playing an outside role in organizing the violence or threat of violence by extremists drawn to the Capitol by Trump's incendiary and baseless claims that the 2020 election was illegitimate. Defense lawyers see the government's theory that Tarrio and his co-defendants could be held criminally liable for using other rioters as tools of violence could be applied to many others who weren't near the Capitol that day. But U.S. prosecutors have not produced any smoking gun evidence explicitly tracing the actions of any of the Capitol's violent actors to Trump or his advisors, either from a cooperating witness or an actual ring message, although that conceivably could change if anyone still facing charges or pending sentencing flips and cooperates. The government's own evidence at trial showed how challenging the investigation has been. Statements by a lead FBI case agent in internal messages accidentally disclosed to the defense and entered into trial show that investigators only cracked Tarrio's encrypted phone in late January 2022, a year after the riot. Only then, FBI Special Agent Nicole Miller wrote on February 1, 2022, did she believe evidence on Tarrio's phone cleared the hurdle to bring a conspiracy case against him. The government argued that the Proud Boys' concerted action on January 6 alone was evidence of a criminal conspiracy, One prosecutor said the group marched to the Capitol even before Trump finished speaking at the White House ellipse, helped drive rioters forward at several points, and celebrated with victory smokes and claims of credit after the Capitol breach. Make no mistake, Trio texted, "We did this."
Thank you for watching Hot News Network. We appreciate you. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye-bye.